All right, let's get started here. This is going to be the recap for this Thursday, August 10th, 2023. Boy, it was a pretty tough day for me. I did okay, but had a real tough time with the mini Russell. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Whoops, might be too big there. All right, so let's look at this mini Russell trade. So basically, really got chopped up on the mini Russell today. First trade out of the gate was actually a buy. It was an HF2 buy. Was waiting for it to hit this target up here. Unfortunately, shortly after I got in, about maybe 10 minutes, it finally started falling. And I went ahead and I added another contract down over here in this area when it started just kind of flattening out. Still thinking it was going to bounce and go higher. The mini Dow was actually up. I think the mini Dow was up a couple hundred, about 250 points or something like that. So I really thought it was going to be a nice little trade. But unfortunately, right around the opening bell, I actually got stopped out and took a reversal. The reversal was actually HF1 short trying to get to this target. And it never did. It turned around, so I finally ended up getting out up here at exit sell, and then that was it. It was just getting way too choppy. Probably could have reversed and gone long, but I didn't want to do that. Typically, after two losses, I don't want to continue to play it. Typically, if I'm not going to hit it on at least a second try, then I'm pretty much done. I didn't do anything on the mini Russell, nothing on gold. I did have some setups on gold that would have worked out nice. Actually, I had a nice setup also on natural gas, but I didn't trade any of those. And but I did get pretty active in the stocks. Let's take a look at our stock trades for today. All right, so we had some early morning trades. Let's see, this morning, first trade, I bought some TNGX. What else did I do? XELA, but I also did EDBL. EDBL was my big winner today, so let's look at that. So anyway, I did have a buy. This came in prior to the opening. It came in about 858, 859. It was an entry. I'm still thinking this was an HF1. Unfortunately, I didn't write it down, so I don't remember. But it may have been an HF1. I did call it out somewhere in this morning. It may have been HF2, but I'm thinking it was an HF1. Anyway, nonetheless, I did have three levels or three targets that I was going for. We did hit first two targets, and it blasted through that pretty quickly, and it went all the way up to level 3. And I really thought maybe we were in a parabolic move. Unfortunately, it did not. And so once I saw the failed attempt, I did pull back, then it shot back up, and it pulled back down again. I went ahead and I just got out and took my profit. Probably not a bad idea, because I don't know if it ever came back. No, it never really ever came back. So that was a nice trade there. That was my best trade. Let's take a look at my, had a pretty good loser here at the end of the day, and it was an afternoon trade. All right, SDIG, and I really like this trade now. I mean, you can see here, I mean, it wasn't bad. We had a lot of good movement, and then shortly after I got in, which was also on an HF1 buy, had nice thrust up. I was green, thinking that, hey, you know, I've got this. It's going. I was getting close to my targets up here, 45 and 40, I think it was 46. But it just kind of fell apart, and then it got really thin. See these single prints here? It just got really, really thin, and, but I held on to it. I was still thinking that, you know, it's gonna start picking up here, and unfortunately it never did. I finally just exited the trade and took my loss on SDIG. So overall, let's look at our overall results. You can see EDBL was my best trade of the day. Alda did pretty good on LQR. I don't have a chart to show you in that, but I basically came in long on LQR, and the first trade was a loser, and it had a pretty good pullback, and then I got another pairing pattern buy on it, and I was able to get in and scalp not only recover my loss, but make a nice little gain on that. So that was my second best trade. Of course, my biggest loss was on SDIG. So yeah, XELA was my second trade I put on. Made a little bit of money on that. Put that on at 840, about 849, 850. And then TNGX was the very, very first one. I put that a little bit after 8:30 Eastern time, so make just a little bit on that. That really never really got going, so I just got out of it. Let's see what else. Now, okay, so going into tomorrow, I did buy JDST, so I am holding on to JDST. I like JDST, so I went ahead and I held on to JDST. I still think JDST has more room to go on the upside, so I want to go ahead and play out JDST tomorrow. I know it's a Friday, but I think I'll have enough, should have enough movement in the morning, maybe get out of that. I even don't mind carrying it through the weekend if I have to, because JDST is just one of those really slow movers, and I'd like it. And so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes tomorrow. But anyway, I wouldn't say I had a great day today. I mean, I didn't do bad, but I think I could have traded much better on the indices. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes, you can't win them all. So usually I do very well on the indices. I had a nice little E-mini S&P setup. Didn't take that. That would have been a nice trade. I did have, what else? I had the gold trade, which would have been nice. I had a heating oil that would have been nice. Of course, I didn't take those. I just took the one trade here. So, it is what it is. So, nonetheless, being Friday, as you know, typically will not touch a gold. I won't touch any of the commodities tomorrow. I will do indices on a Friday. And then it just depends on what stocks we have. So, that's kind of the game plan. So, we'll see what happens in the morning. So if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button, that would really help me out. I'd appreciate that. I'm planning on doing this live morning show for a little bit longer. So I'm thinking about maybe shutting off the first 30 minutes of the free portions. It's just getting overwhelming for me to keep up with that, and then move over into our new Discord. So I'm probably just going to focus on Discord in the morning. But if it's something that you're interested in looking at, I've got plenty of history trading live. You can always do that. But at this point in my career, I really want to slow down a little bit and focus more on just trading with my subscribers, doing a lot more teaching. And there's really nothing more that I really need to prove. I've been doing this for 40-some years. And, I've got good tools. People want them. That's great. I'll teach you how to do it. And if you don't, that's fine too. So, anyway, that's kind of the game plan. And but let's finish out the month. Let's see how we do. So, I will be back in tomorrow, and we'll be live again starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right, everybody have a good day. See you tomorrow.